When did Jamaree Salyer know he was going to Georgia?
It was a special feeling for me. Just when Coach Pittman got there, the new staff got there, I always kind of had that feeling like, okay, this kind of feels like home now. And that's not a knock to the old staff. I mean, they did a great job. They had successful seasons there. But for me personally, that good feeling just came when I got to see the new staff, and obviously they're improving like rapidly, as you can see. So I mean, it's just great.
What kind of eventually tipped you all the way to Georgia?
I think Andrew might have been committed. It might have been G-Day actually. We were at the game and we were just having a good time, sitting there talking, just like old friends do. And at the time, I actually feel like I was probably leaning towards Clemson before the game, at least. And then I sat there and imagined myself on the field there. And once you mature to a point where you can actually like start envisioning your future, and I feel like I was at that point when I visited the time you're talking about. It kind of just clicked for me.
Down low, you were working hard for the class. Why?
I mean, once I knew I was going to be a dog, I did my due diligence, and I want to play with great players. Everybody wants to play with great players. So, I mean, I went after the guys that I know are dogs, that I play with in camps, that I've seen dominate. And because obviously, now we're doing a little better as far as recruiting, but at the time we were kind of like a little lower on the lower side of recruiting. So we try to help pick up steam and go after guys that I know will make even more of an impact than the 2017 guys that we made already.
How long have you been doing that, and how receptive were those guys to what they see building up in Georgia?
Well, I mean, as far as how long I've been doing it, I guess around the time I made my decision internally, which was a month ago. And, I just went after those guys, and a lot of them are very receptive to it. I mean, anybody can see that Georgia's kind of the hot team in college football right now. You know, the Georgias, the Clemsons, and the Alabamas. That Georgia's joined the other elite programs and become one of the hot teams in college football right now. And everybody's paying attention to it. I mean, you just got to keep it going, I guess.
What do you hope you will have accomplished with this special group of players at Georgia?
Hopefully get a couple of national championships. I know we got the talent to do it. I mean, they almost have the talent to do it now without us. So, with this class coming in, I know we can definitely upgrade even more at some positions, and hopefully we can bring in maybe 3 national championships if we're blessed, and maybe 4 if I'm there 4 years. And
what's different about this Georgia? How is this class is 17 and 18? There's got to be a magic ingredient. There's got to be a certain reason, X factor, why. What do you think that is? I
think it's just the staff. The staff does a great job of recruiting us. They're very good at building relationships. They're all guys you want to play for. I mean, you see Kirby go crazy on the sideline every play. So, but he's a guy that you want to play for. He's a guy that I can see myself just selling out for every Saturday. Pittman's the same way. Chaney, those guys. I mean, I know when I come in on Sunday after a long game, they're going to just throw football in my face. I mean, we can sit there and talk for a minute. I can joke with them, laugh with them, go hang out with their families, and then when it's time to go to work on Monday, I'm ready to go for it. Because I know those guys are good people, and they're guys I just want to play for.
Who else will be important to the class after you make your decision? Who else is going to be important to the class to close it out?
Obviously, Cade is a diamond in the rough. If we can get Cade Mays, that'll lock the class down as far as the offensive line.
You think there's a sense of everybody noticing what's being built and all the momentum, and like, why not be a part of that?
I think so. I think a lot of people see it. And I think the game, the Auburn game last week was really big. Just seeing Georgia become an elite team, that was a big game for them. Georgia's always been good, but Georgia has now crossed that elite threshold, and there's no looking back now. So everybody has to realize that. Alabama, Nick Saban has to realize it. Gus Malzahn has to realize it. Everybody has to realize it. That you're either gonna hop on the train or you're gonna get ran over. Who I'm most excited to play with next year? It is gonna be exciting to play with Andrew again. It was weird not playing with him this year. I'm gonna be excited to play with Jake Fromm. I heard Jake Fromm the class act in the locker room, so that's a guy I love to protect. You can tell the way he plays. He really cares about his play, and hopefully Zeus and James Cook. Well, hopefully Zeus can get healthy, and because he's Dre Swift. Let me not forget to mention Dre Swift. He'll make my job easy. I mean, I can go on and on and on, but I got to credit that to the coaches. They do a great job recruiting, and they bring in athletes, and I'm just ready to play ball. I'm a little more comfortable at guard right now, but I'm not at all opposed to playing center. I mean, hey, anybody would play anything to get a check nowadays, but I mean, I'm not opposed to playing either way. So wherever the coaches see fit for me to play, I'll play.